Good evening, everyone. I am Limna Sebastian. I am a OET aspirant and admin panel member of Edu Skills International. I hope yesterday you all participated in yesterday's Zoom discussion. So today is continuation of that one. First of all, thank you for the Saleen Joseph and all admin panel members for giving me this great opportunity. So yesterday we discussed regarding 21 steps in that first and second step. So our father Saleen Joseph taught us 21 steps in writing subtest. So if we will follow that one means it will improve our competence in writing subtest. So we need to practice at least 5 case note with these steps. So definitely there will be improvements. Now today I am going to discuss regarding the step 3 and 4. So yesterday we did the Sonia, she well explained regarding the first and second step, that is transforming case notes into simple sentence and check with the Grammarly. Today I am going to discuss regarding transform case note into compound sentence and check with Grammarly. So let me share my screen. Okay, friends. So today we are going to discuss regarding third and fourth step. Yesterday we saw already first and second steps in writing, that is transforming the case notes into simple sentences and check with Grammarly. Today we are seeing transform that simple sentences into compound sentence and check with Grammarly. So our mentor, he uploaded a lot of writing subtest videos in YouTube. You can watch that videos, and he explained in detail regarding how each step he explained in detail. So I am giving a brief introduction regarding this compound sentence. Compound sentence means it's a sentence that has at least two independent clauses joined by a comma and a conjunction. So independent clauses means it's a simple sentences. So there is a simple sentence, all of you know that there is a subject, verb and object, and it is a meaningful sentence. So in compound sentence, what is happening means it is joining two simple sentences or independent clauses by a comma and a conjunction. So the format is independent clause plus comma, then coordinating conjunction plus independent clause. So these are some examples. I taken these slides from our father's YouTube videos. So independent clauses joined with a comma and a conjunction. Here there are some examples. We do not have the patient's record, comma, because the procedure was performed at a different facility. Second one, the procedure was performed at a different facility, so we do not have the patient's record. Here, this is the comma and a conjunction. Whatever the order of sentence, use comma and a conjunction. You can see this is, we do not have the patient's record. It's a simple sentence. The procedure was performed at a different facility. This one also another simple sentence. It's a joined by a comma and a conjunction. Then again, how we can transform. This is also one example. She is a regular smoker. She drinks moderately on weekends. These are two simple sentences. So here you can see she is a regular smoker and drinks moderately on weekends. Here we didn't put comma. Actually, if we put comma or didn't put comma also, it's not a problem. Comma is not always necessary, but we can call that comma as a Oxford comma. For a better side, we can put this comma because no one will penalize us. So better always use the comma. And this one example from one case note. Here it's written BP. The case note is BP 170/90, slightly raised temperature 39 degrees Celsius. So simple sentences we can form like this. Mrs. Brampton's blood pressure was 170/90. Mrs. Brampton's temperature was 39 degrees Celsius. So we can form the compound sentence like this. Mrs. Brampton's BP was 170/90, comma, and this is the coordinating conjunction. The temperature was 39 degrees Celsius. Now it's a compound sentence. I hope it's clear to you. Now we can move to our today's case note. Is it visible to you?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so we are discussing now Lionel Ramamurthy's case note. This is the case note from OET official site. So thank you OET for allowing us to use this sample note for discussing and teaching purpose. So yesterday Sonia well explained regarding these simple sentences, and she transformed all the case notes into a simple sentences. So I am using that simple sentences and I am transforming into a compound sentences. Here I am using some of the related some simple sentences and making compound sentences. So we can see here in patient details. The case note is, I hope all of you have this Lionel Ramamurthy's PDF or printed material. You can just use that one, or you can see this window. Okay, so patient details: name Lionel Ramamurthy, marital status widowed, spouse, disease 6 months, residence community retirement home, Newtown. Here, yesterday she transformed these into simple sentence like the patient name is Mr. Lionel Ramamurthy. Mr. Ramamurthy is 63 years old. Mr. Ramamurthy was admitted to the Newtown Public Hospital. Mr. Ramamurthy is a widower. Now we can combine these 4 simple sentence and we can make it a compound sentence. How means here it's written as Mr. Ramamurthy is a 63-year-old widower, comma, and he was admitted to the Newtown Public Hospital. So here we are using this simple sentence and we are using this comma and is the conjunction here. And he was admitted to the Newtown Public Hospital is the another simple sentence. So we can make it like this. Next, another point is Mr. Ramamurthy's spouse deceased 6 months ago. Mr. Ramamurthy lives at a community retirement home, Newtown. So again, it will come like this. Mr. Ramamurthy's spouse deceased 6 months ago and he lives at a community retirement home, Newtown. Next one, this is the next point in this case now. Next of kin. Here, there are a lot of informations are included. Jake, engineer, in brackets they written 37, married, 3 children, less than 10. So, here 6 simple sentences are formed. Mr. Ramamurthy's next of kin is Jake. Jake is an engineer. Jake is 37 years old. Jake is married. Jake has 3 kids. Jake's kids are less than 10 years old. So, with these 6 simple sentence, we are transforming to a compound sentence like this. Mr. Ramamurthy's next of kin is Mr. Jake, comma, a 37-year-old, comma, married, comma, engineer, and he has 3 kids who are less than 10 years old. Again, same, there is another next of kin is Sian. Sian is a teacher. Sian is 30 years old. Sian is married. Sian is working overseas. Sian has an infant. So this again there is 6 simple sentences. We can transform into compound sentence like this. Mr. Ramamurthy's other next of kin is Sian, a 30-year-old teacher who works overseas, married and has an infant. Then next, in case note, there is admission date is there, discharge date is there, diagnosis pneumonia. So I had taken these 2 simple sentences. That is, Mr. Ramamurthy was admitted on 4th February 2019, and Mr. Ramamurthy was diagnosed with pneumonia. So we can transform these simple sentences into Mr. Ramamurthy was admitted to the hospital on 4th February 2019 and was diagnosed with pneumonia. Here you can see we are using the conjunction that is and. Next, again, it's coming under past medical history. Osteoarthritis, mainly fingers, Voltaren is a case note. Here we are transformed into simple sentences like Mr. Ramamurthy has been diagnosed with osteoarthritis mainly in his fingers. Mr. Ramamurthy is taking Voltaren diclofenac. Okay, so we are transforming this one into Mr. Ramamurthy has been diagnosed with osteoarthritis and he is on Voltaren. So we can write like that. Next again, another past medical history that eyesight decreased due to cataracts removed 16 months ago needs checkup. So here you can see we transformed into 3 simple sentences. Mr. Ramamurthy's eyesight decreased due to cataracts. Cataracts were removed 16 months ago. Mr. Ramamurthy needs checkups. And we transformed into Mr. Ramamurthy's eyesight decreased due to cataracts, which were removed 16 months ago, but he needs regular checkups. Here I use the conjunction is but. Okay. Next one, social background. Here also, there is a case note, retired school teacher, financially independent. It's written. So we can make it as a simple sentence like Mr. Ramamurthy is a retired school teacher. Mr. Ramamurthy is a financially independent. So while making these compound sentences, we are avoiding the repetition of the name. Here we are writing Mr. Ramamurthy is a retired school teacher and financially independent. So we are avoiding the repetition, that is Mr. Ramamurthy. Okay, so we are here also we are joining with the conjunction that is and. We are omitting the subject, or else we can use the pronoun. Here again, medical history. In medical history, it's written 2007, type 2 diabetes diagnosed, controlled by diet. So here it's written 2 simple sentences like Mr. Ramamurthy has type 2 diabetes. Mr. Ramamurthy's type 2 diabetes well managed with the diet. So here we can write Mr. Ramamurthy has type 2 diabetes which is well managed with the diet. Okay, so again next medical background. Is it audible?
Yes, Nimna. You
Yes,
can
ma'am.
continue.
Okay. So next medical background. Here it's written. There are a lot of simple sentences are there. Admitted with pneumonia, and it's written acute shortness of breath, inspiratory, expiratory, wheezing, persistent cough. Everything is written. So we have a lot of simple sentences like Ramamurthy was admitted to the hospital due to pneumonia, and Mr. Ramamurthy had acute shortness of breath. Mr. Ramamurthy had inspiratory wheezing, respiratory wheezing, had a fever, had rigor. Mr. Ramamurthy had sleeplessness. Mr. Ramamurthy had a generalized ache. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These 8 simple sentences we are joining and making a compound sentence like Mr. Ramamurthy was admitted to the hospital due to pneumonia and he had complaints of acute shortness of breath, wheezing, fever, rigor, sleeplessness, and generalized ache. So we can write it like this. Okay, we can make it brief. Again, in that there is another symptoms like a had persistent cough. Mr. Ramamurthy had chest pain owing to persistent cough. Mr. Ramamurthy had abdominal pain due to a persistent cough. So we can eliminate this or we can avoid the repetition and we can write it as Mr. Ramamurthy had chest and abdominal pain due to a persistent cough. So we are joining these simple sentences by conjunction and to make it as a compound sentence. Next one, Mr. Ramamurthy was mobilizing with a pickup frame on admission. Initially, Mr. Ramamurthy ambulated only short distances due to increasing SOBOE. So here we can write it as a initially, Mr. Ramamurthy mobilized with a pickup frame and ambulated only short distances due to increasing shortness of breath on exertion. Okay, here also we are using the conjunction and. Next one, Mr. Ramamurthy was very weak. On admission, Mr. Ramamurthy required assistance for ADL. So here we can write it as a on admission, Mr. Ramamurthy was very weak and here conjunction and is used and required assistance for activities of daily living. So I hope it's clear to you. Again, medical progress. Under medical progress, we have lot of case notes, points are there. So, Mr. Ramamurthy is febrile. Mr. Ramamurthy's inflammatory markers are back to normal. So, we can join them. Mr. Ramamurthy is febrile and inflammatory markers are normal. Here also using and is the conjunction. Again, Ramamurthy walks slowly. Ramamurthy is independent in using the toilet. Mr. Ramamurthy is independent in taking a shower. Here we can write as a Mr. Ramamurthy walks slowly, but he is independent in using the toilet and taking a shower. Here, but is used as a conjunction. Again, Mr. Ramamurthy was a dry cough. Mr. Ramamurthy has some chest pain. Mr. Ramamurthy has some abdominal pain. Here we can write it as a Mr. Ramamurthy has some abdominal and chest pain with a dry cough. Again, the conjunction and is used here. Okay, again, next nursing management is there. In nursing management also we can see Mr. Ramamurthy was encouraged to take oral fluids. Mr. Ramamurthy was encouraged to follow proper nutrition. Here we can write it as a Mr. Ramamurthy was encouraged to take oral fluids and follow proper nutrition. Again, we can write it as a Ramamurthy was initiated with the chest physiotherapy. Mr. Ramamurthy was encouraged to do deep breathing exercises. Mr. Ramamurthy was encouraged to do cuffing exercises. This is the simple sentences. We can make it as a Mr. Ramamurthy was initiated with the chest physiotherapy and encouraged to do deep breathing and cuffing exercises. And is the conjunction we used here. Again, in discharge plan, there is administer paracetamol if Mr. Ramamurthy has chest pain. Administer paracetamol if Mr. Ramamurthy has abdominal pain. Here we can write administer paracetamol if Mr. Ramamurthy has chest or abdominal pain. So here the conjunction is or is used. So in OET writing subtest, mainly we are using and, but, or. These are the main three conjunction we can use in writing subtest. And last we can see kindly encourage Mr. Ramamurthy's take to proper nutrition, add more fluids to Mr. Ramamurthy's diet, add eggs to Mr. Ramamurthy's diet, add fruits to Mr. Ramamurthy's diet, add more vegetables to Mr. Ramamurthy's diet. So we can join these 5 simple sentences into one compound sentence, that is kindly encourage Mr. Ramamurthy to take a proper nutritional diet including more fluids, eggs, fruits and vegetables. So this is the way we can transform the simple sentences into compound sentence. I hope it's clear to you all. If you have any doubts, you can ask.
Yes, Limna, thank you. Thank you for the wonderful session. Thank you, Limna. It was a nice presentation. So we'll continue tomorrow.
Thank you, ma'am. Very nice.